Gonna find out who the best man is. I respect you for what you've done in the game, but you ain't never went up against me or my staff. So you remember something? We've been here before. You trying to get there.
With Canelo, butt beat his ass. How though? How does that look?
Outbox his ass. Just outboxing the shit.
What about the weight though?
It don't matter. His butt been fighting big people all his fucking life.
Is a pretty intelligent guy. He might not try to talk, and say different things to jump off the page at you, but he's not a stupid guy, man. He's intelligent.
At the press conference, Terence Crawford's coach Brian Bulak McIntyre warned Canelo that size and weight will not decide the outcome on fight night. He pointed out that Crawford has always fought larger opponents and still managed to take control every time. Speaking with full confidence, Bulak said Canelo will be in real danger because Crawford's sharp skills and strong mentality will set him apart once they meet in the ring.
Matchup with Canelo, butt beat his ass. How though? How does that look?
Outbox his ass. Just outboxing the shit.
What about the weight though?
It don't matter. His butt been fighting big people all his fucking life.
Yeah.
What about the head movement, Bomac? Canelo's famed head movement.
That's what I'm there for. That's what Saul there for. That's what Red there for. You know what I'm saying? It's called coaches.
Yeah.
So we can get past that shit.
Bomac speaks with full confidence when talking about Terence Crawford's upcoming fight. He says this is more than just another match, as it is the chance to prove Crawford is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Bomac stresses that Crawford has trained non-stop and has left no space for excuses. He believes that true preparation is what sets a champion apart, and Crawford's discipline shows why he stands at the top of the sport. His words highlight not only belief in Crawford's skills but also in his strong mindset. According to Bomac, this fight is not just about winning in the ring, but about making history for everyone to see.
Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford. How excited are you? Obviously, you've seen this journey with Terence, you've seen the doubters over the years, and he's now on the biggest stage again with people questioning him, and you obviously have full confidence that he's going to come out and get victory on September 13th.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely confident that he's going to get the victory. Second of all, I'm just happy for him and the team. So, the world can see once again why he considered the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
There was many a time where he was maybe struggling to get certain fights, and then he had to almost kick that door down. Is it nice to see him sort of getting the fruits of his labour now and getting that generational wealth off the back of what is, obviously it's a hard career boxing, you don't get given anything.
Definitely good to see him get, like you say, fruits of his wealth, getting these fights that, again, will show the world why he's the best fighter in the world. Show the world why he's the best fighter in the world. I'm just happy for him, man.
Reports about Canelo Alvarez struggling with Jaron Boots Ennis in sparring sparked heavy debate in the boxing world. Ennis is often compared to Terence Crawford for his quick movement, sharp counters, and strong defense. If Canelo had trouble with a fighter who shares a similar style during sparring, it raises questions about how much tougher things could get against Crawford in a real fight. Sparring is different from a championship match, but patterns can be important, and this rumor made many believe Canelo may face bigger problems than expected. For Crawford fans, it adds even more confidence that their fighter has the skills to take advantage of Canelo's weaknesses when it truly counts.
When we saw that he's in camp with him, right? And so people are saying now that they reached out to me and they're saying, well, Floyd Mayweather now has joined Terence Crawford camp. Does that mean Floyd Mayweather doesn't like Jaron Boots Ennis? Floyd Mayweather went to Terence Crawford camp to give Terence Crawford advice on Canelo Alvarez. Well, one, Terence Crawford is not fighting Jaron Boots Ennis. That's number one. Number two, it's not shots at Jaron Boots Ennis if Floyd Mayweather was to go to Terence Crawford camp. Number three, I saw this clip that Fight Hype had put out, and it's an old clip of Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford at Shakur Stevenson's sparring session in Las Vegas. Shakur had called them all to be at that sparring session, okay? And Floyd Mayweather assisted. Now, Floyd Mayweather took on Canelo Alvarez September 14th of 2013. That was 12 years ago, okay? And so with that said, this one has nothing to do with the other. Floyd Mayweather, from what I'm being told from Terence Crawford's camp, that he has not went up to Colorado and helped Terence Crawford do anything. Okay, now I don't know if he's willing to or not. I don't know if Terence Crawford reached out to him or not. I don't know if they spoke on the phone or not. But is when you saw Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather at the top-ranked gym watching Shakur Stevenson, and they had a conversation with Eddie Hearn. That's very, very old. Okay, that's very old. Now Floyd Mayweather has stand pat on Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the world currently right now as it stands.
In response to the sparring stories, Bomac dismissed the comparisons between Ennis and Crawford. He made it clear that while Boots is talented, Crawford operates on a completely different level. He explained that no sparring partner, no matter how skilled, can copy what Crawford brings because his mix of experience, adaptability, and mental focus is unique. This is why Bomac believes the comparisons miss the point. The real fight will show Crawford's qualities, which go beyond speed and movement to include intelligence under pressure. His rejection of the narrative reflects his strong belief in Crawford's individuality and his ability to rise above any style.
Oh, you saw him sparring with Boots. Give me your initial response to that.
That don't mean shit, man. That don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing, man. Boots ain't no Crawford.
That's right.
Yo, hey, like I said, that don't mean, all that shit don't mean nothing. That shit ain't gonna help him. He should have just got the last cab driver he just fought. Cause that shit that don't mean nothing, man. All that shit don't mean nothing. You ain't no Bud Crawford. They don't have that mentality. Having that mentality and going upside your head at the same motherfucking time, shit, man. I don't give a fuck about all that shit at all.
Analyst Aid Oladipo voiced concern over Crawford putting on extra weight before the fight. He explained that boxing is less about size and more about the right mix of skill and power. Adding too much weight too fast could slow Crawford down or disturb his natural flow. Oladipo fears that Crawford, known for his speed and smooth style, might lose his edge by forcing his body to match Canelo's size, while many fans praise Crawford for moving up in weight. Oladipo highlights the danger of changing what already makes him great. His view shows that preparing for a fight like this is never simple, and even strong preparation can bring challenges if not handled wisely.
It was too wiry. Crawford was the guy at 135 pounds that looked really skinny. Even at 140, go and watch his fights against, who's the one that I'm trying to think of his name now. The fight at 140, Julius Ndongo.
Oh yeah.
And when he's just skinny, he's like wiry. He's very much Tommy Hearns. Now.
Oh, have you seen him?
He's massive. He's jacked.
Man, he looks like huge. He's got to be north of 170.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah. There's a part of me that's like, dude, you don't need to be that big. Like, I don't think this is a strength for strength thing. I think this is a skill and speed thing. I don't know. I feel like if you're trying to sit on your punches to hurt Canelo, nobody hurts Canelo.
He's been hit by Callum Smith, Sergey Kovalev, Bivol.
Yeah.
Crawford ain't hurting.
Golovkin.
And Golovkin. Crawford ain't hurting him.
But Crawford knocks everyone out.
At 147 pounds. That when he at 154, did he knock out Ismail Madrimov?
No, he didn't put a dent in him, really.
Didn't put not even a little dent in him. Canelo Alvarez is not Ismail Madrimov.
Yeah, but who is Canelo Alvarez now?
That's a good question.
Yeah, like who are we watching now? Because when I go back and watch the guy that fought Skull, everyone likes to dig out Skull. Sorry, one second. Canelo's got to do more. Canelo's output was the worst output I've ever seen of a unified champion. I'm not joking, the worst.
That fight.
Yeah.
He literally did. But my kind of thinking is all right, well, who is Canelo now? Well, in the nicest way, although he's been fighting good fighters, when's the last time he had a super fight?
Who?
Canelo. And that's when we see the real Canelo, when he has a super fight.
Okay, Bivol.
Yes, correct. And he lost. But
yeah.
Bivol was significantly better at 175 pounds.
Okay.
Much bigger.
Yeah.
Crawford, similar in terms of, they're both skillful.
Trainer Breadman Edwards gave a more balanced take on the matter. He noted that Crawford is fully aware Jaron Ennis sparred with Canelo, and that Ennis carries real power, but instead of letting this affect him, Crawford uses that knowledge to prepare even better. Edwards explained that Crawford's confidence is not shaken by outside factors like sparring partners. For him, the only thing that counts is the actual fight and his ability to adjust. In the ring, knowing Ennis was in Canelo's camp could even serve as motivation, since it pushes Crawford's team to prepare for that style. Edwards made it clear that Crawford thrives in such situations, and his strong mindset keeps him focused no matter who his opponent trains with.
That's why I said I'm not changing my percentage. It can make Canelo go up, it can make him lose his confidence or take a piece from him, and it can make Crawford say, okay. Let me tell you something about Crawford, man. I watch Crawford. I will watch how he evolved throughout the years. I've been watching him. Me, Red, and Bomac been cool since way before Crawford hit the mainstream. Way before he hit the mainstream. and I watched him. Crawford is a pretty intelligent guy. He might not try to talk, and say different things that jump off the page at you, but he's not a stupid guy, man. He's intelligent. He know Boots is the real deal. No matter what all of the public say and everybody talking, he knows it. He knows Boots is the real deal. Crawford's little brother is Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson and Boots is super cool, and Shakur Stevenson was in the amateurs with Boots. Don't you think Shakur told Bud, yo, bro, I love you. You my big bro, but that kid nice, bro. You gonna have to be on your game to fuck with him. You don't think Shakur told Crawford that, and you don't think he respected his opinion? You don't think that Red and Bo Mac got eyes and they know Boots is special? You don't believe that? I don't care about all this talk on the internet because they may fight. So you can't be too complimentary of a guy that you may fight. But you don't think they know that? So by him bringing Boots in, that's probably going to take Bud to another level mentally. And that's where I think that Bud win this fight. I think he got a mental edge.
A common debate among fans and analysts is whether Canelo's size will be too much for Crawford to overcome. Supporters of Canelo point to his success at higher weight classes and doubt if Crawford, who started his career at lightweight, can handle the power of a naturally bigger fighter. The discussion comes down to size versus skill. Critics of Crawford argue that size is an obstacle no amount of talent can fully erase. They believe that eventually natural strength takes over and Canelo's heavy shots could wear Crawford down. This view is shared by many who think that despite Crawford's ability, facing a stronger opponent at this level may simply be a step too far.
Crawford, who you got?
I got Canelo winning. I think Canelo's gonna knock him out. But
I think Canelo's gonna hurt him.
I think he's just too powerful, man, too strong. I hope Terence Crawford does well and stuff, man, because I love the way he fights, and he's a hell of a fighter, and I respect him as well too. So I hope he puts up a good fight and everything. But at the end of the day, man, Canelo, if he catches you, dude, it's gonna knock you out.
Look, at the end of the day, I always say this: he took Golovkin's biggest hit, and he took Bibel's biggest hit. I don't think Crawford can knock him out.
I think Terence Crawford can knock Canelo out if he catches him, because with Gennady Golovkin hit harder, but he was a lot slower. Yeah. So when Canelo seen the punches coming, he's able to embrace. I think if Terence Crawford catches Canelo with a shot that he doesn't see coming, boom, then he could hurt him.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Another key point in the debate is Canelo's deep experience at the top level. Analysts note that he has faced nearly every style, from slick movers to pressure fighters to strong defensive boxers. His record is packed with championship rounds under the biggest spotlights. Beyond size and strength, his comfort in major fights gives him a calmness few can match. Experience often decides how a fighter deals with tough moments, and Canelo has proven his resilience many times. Supporters argue that this wealth of knowledge combined with his natural power makes him a tough challenge for anyone, including Crawford. Their view is that while skill matters, experience in the championship stage can strongly tilt the fight in favor of the Mexican star.
Things about being in camp with Canelo, it's just different. He's got speed, he's got velocity, he's got precision, he's got positioning, he's got power, and he's got just an incredible amount of experience. I think there's 10 fights that haven't been added to his record. Mm-hmm. So, and Bud, when Bud was fighting at 130 or 35, Canelo already was at 54. So, there's definitely weight classes for a reason.
Some in the boxing world have mixed feelings about the matchup. On one side, they respect Crawford for chasing greatness, but on the other, they wonder if Canelo is the right opponent to define his legacy. The worry is less about Crawford's talent and more about the physical disadvantage that could take attention away from his skills. Critics suggest he could have chosen other paths to prove his place among the greats without facing a much bigger man. Still, many acknowledge that this fight gives Crawford unmatched exposure and financial reward.
High guard? Okay. Man, another good segue. Let's talk about the real deal, though. Ryan, questionable fighter. Some people always question certain things. That boy Canelo, that boy Crawford. Nobody questioning those two. How you feel about that fight coming up?
I'm questioning it. I'm not a fan of it.
Oh, what?
Big man, little man. I wish Crawford had some other opportunities to really solidify his greatness in a different way. Canelo, he's got Bibel, he's got Benavidez, he's got all these other legitimate 168, 175 pound guys that he can fight, for my opinion, to really help his namesake. And you're gonna go fight a little smaller guy. And that's nothing against Bud. Bud is as talented as they come.
Really?
But you're talking about a guy that probably walks around at 180, 190 pounds. You know, Bud is not a huge, massive guy.
Right.
I don't know if y'all can tell us what the hydration clause is. I'm not sure if you got that worked out. Probably not.
Okay.
Because Canelo is obviously the A side. But I just think there's better fights for both of them to be had. You know, I'm glad that Bud is going to get this payday. You know, and it's very important.
Okay.
I hope he doesn't ride to the sunset after this one. But I'm really disappointed in Canelo because I felt like Canelo has a lot of other opportunities he could to really solidify himself as being a pound-for-pound great. And I think this is going to kind of, win or lose, is going to tarnish his reputation.
Really? Now, what if he takes this fight and then he rides off into the sunset with Benavidez?
Same thing.
Like that, same thing?
I mean, he's got to fight Benavidez. He's got to fight. He's got to fight Bivol again. He's got to fight these up-and-coming 168, 165 to 175-pound guys.
Bomac described the fight not as a contest of size and power, but as a test of intelligence. He stressed the value of what he called the finer points of boxing, where timing can cancel out power and speed can overcome size. For Bomac, Crawford's strength is his ability to adjust instantly, making him a puzzle opponent struggle to figure out. His well-known phrase, "skills pay the bills," is more than a catchline. It reflects Crawford's entire approach. It shows that while Canelo has experience and power, Crawford's command of the sport's small details gives him every chance to beat the odds.
We know where we need to be by the time we step in the ring. You know, we got the doctors and the scientists and nutritionists and everybody that's in camp that's going to do their part to get where we need to get.
How much more power does he have?
He got some sudden power up there, and we're just going to sustain it for 36 minutes.
Why do you believe you've got what it takes to come up 2 divisions?
Like I told the other guy, skills pays the bills. You got to have skills, man, to be going up there to fight somebody like that, like a Canelo. And not only is his offense, you got to have defense too. You know what I'm saying? So, styles makes fights. Bud got the better skills, and he got the better mind too.
Do you think with the styles in mind, but also the weight in mind, he can get that job done based on he's just so much more excelling in the skill?
You know what? He gonna get the job done. I promise you. He'll get the job done. You know, because you know, Bud boxing IQ is off the charts. You know what I'm saying? Next to Canelo, I'm not taking nothing away from him, but Bud just a little bit better.
I can tell you fully believe in your fighter and he believes in himself too. There was a slight back and forth at the press conference there. That was just a battle of belief. Who believes they're better? Obviously, Terence believes he's better. Did you look into that? What happened at the press conference there as the first
That's
war
just
of words?
That's just press conference, man. The reason why I believe into my fighter is because from day one, the first day he walked in the gym to where we at now, we haven't lost yet. Okay, he got a loss. He got 2 losses.
How does that affect him coming into this fight?
One thing about this, I always remember this. He got 2 losses, right? We got no losses. So we know what to do to get that win, right?
That wraps up today's video. Stay tuned for more updates.